That one. I'm not talking about that one.
Ta mú statemi dání, ta lọ síbẹ̀ instanta ni. Ó yẹ ká àgbọn lè rí bí i 10 million gan in 1 week. Pẹ̀lú on fact àti evidence ta máa fún wọn. Irọ́ ọmọ Yaro lè tẹ̀lé wa lọ because ọgbà lẹ́yìn tí yẹn lè tẹ̀lé wa ẹ̀yin àti president a lè mú yín dání pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa kọ́ lọ cast wa nìyẹn a ní mú yín dání but àwa tá à ń lọ.
I go follow with my oga.
Ẹ̀yin sì lè lọ but ọmọ mi.
Ẹjọ́ Mr. Tosin ẹjọ́ ọmọ mi dání ẹjọ́.
Mọ́mí Yẹmí Ṣítù àwọn yẹn ò lè tẹ̀lé wa láyé pẹ̀lú president àwọn ò lè pretend rárá àwọn yẹn ò tiẹ̀ lè pretend.
Mọ́mí Ṣítù máa bá ṣe jẹ́ ìyẹn ẹjọ́ lọ́mọ àwọn máa fẹjọ́ pa wọ́n ẹ má mú wọn dání o Mọ́mí Ṣítù. Ẹ mú mi dání ẹjọ́.
So àwa tá a lọ àwa náà gbọ́dọ̀ lọ pa owó wa a gbọ́dọ̀ make ẹ̀ because èmi náà ti wá ń wò pé ó dà ń pé àwa ta kàn ló ń wà straight forward yìí ó dà ń pa àwa gangan àwa là ń wá bí tá àti torí coins wà bọ́tọ̀ ẹni tó ń tì torí coins àtowó wà yìí mission tí wọ́n máa ń yàtọ̀ sí tiwa ó yàtọ̀ wọ́n ti máa kọ script wọ́n ti play everything so lákòótán you know the thing is ẹ má jẹ́ àfòyà ẹ má jẹ́ àfòjò lórí òótọ́ la dúró sí ẹ má dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó sú wa ẹ má jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ wá ẹ má jẹ́ take anything personal pé kí náà kan let's just have catch cruise please tí mo dẹ̀ ṣe máa ń bẹ everybody ẹ jọ torí tọ́lọ́run don't invest your emotions into this whole justice for Mohbad talk and narrative don't ẹ má invest emotion yín sí o don't let it affect your mental health in any way. Òkùnkùn àti mọ́lẹ̀ òun lọ̀rọ̀ yìí the truth is out here àwọn kan ń parọ́ ni so tá bá ti rírọ wọn ìta bá fẹ́ put light sí ẹjẹ́ put light sí torí ẹ̀ lèmi ṣe máa ń like irú approach lágbájá sùúrù ni kò sí èpè kò sí nǹkan kan ṣo sọ pé bó ṣe rí leléyìí ó yá wò ìwọ ló sọ ilé ń bíbà yìí wọ́n á gbólóòtọ́ wọ́n á fi kojú ẹni so kò sọ̀rọ̀ ńbẹ̀ àwọn ẹni tó fò jáde jù lórí eléyìí ìtó dùn mí jù lẹ́ni tó mú ìyá ẹ̀ tó fi wá tayín lórí social media kò tiẹ̀ lo 1 month kò lo 1 month everything ti fi die down 1 month kò lo everything there die down so please let us just keep enjoying ourselves keep our support going God bless us all let us enjoy our day ẹ ṣé gan host and I thank everybody.
But then ibi tí Mr. Tosin parí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sí èwo ni irú submission wo ni èèyàn tó fi yẹ ẹ̀ta yín ò lo 1 month ta ló ní sọ́ọ̀bù yẹn tó mú ọkọ̀ crack brain mi kọ́kàn mi tó ní má lọ bẹ̀. Younger sister yẹn ni ọ̀pẹ́ ní first born Adébánjọ family. Wọ́n kọ́ wò pé ta ni náà o wọ́n kọ́ crack brain kí ni ẹ kọ̀ sọ jí ni pé ọmọ Yaro wetin happen now. Èyí mo ní kọ́ gbójú yẹn síbẹ̀ fún máa ń pa mí lẹ́rìn. Ọmọ Yaro ṣé justice of mobile náà ló dé tá à ń ṣe láti rẹ̀. Justice lèmi ṣe mi ò ṣe justice of mobile. Mr. Oluwatosin, thank you so much, sir. God bless you for your submission. So then, ẹ jọ sáré mi okay ẹ má wẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Nínú àyè àti wá woman lókè látànà. Okay, can I quickly say something? Màá sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn tẹ́lẹ̀ wọlé yẹn. Oh, okay, let me wait. Boomsim. Ẹgbẹ́ mi sí Mike ẹ tún rà sí ṣe gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà fẹ́ gbé. Ẹ tún mute ni. Hello. Àwọn ló ń béèrè lánàá pé ṣé ṣọ́kọ ilé mi gangan ni Pythagoras tó tán. Ẹ̀yin ará comment ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bá béèrè question àwọn question tó funny. Ìyẹn kan sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ nǹkan táwọn náà béèrè lánàá náà ni.
Ó yẹ kí wọ́n máa béèrè àwọn question kan
Tani Àjẹkù pivot. Wrong question.
Lágbájá no ó pọ̀ jù fún host wa o.
Ní kí ni ṣe bọ́ fi bú Bóyá Kúdí lánàá wọ́n ní Àjẹkù Délé Táíwò ni.
Sátẹ́mi ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ni.
Justice for our host. Justice.
Ẹ̀fẹ̀ dúró bẹ̀rẹ̀ mú.
Mi ò rí lè bínú 100% pẹ̀lú Lágbájá tó sọ̀rọ̀ o. Benevolent tó dáhùn pé kò yẹ ká máa bó òsì wa ní gangan ọ̀rọ̀ ní bá lọ. Nọ́mà Lágbájá béèrè question ni tàmẹ̀dó tí yín ó ṣe wájú orúkọ mi lẹ fi sí. Because then ọ̀rọ̀ Lágbájá àbọ̀ wá bá lọ̀rọ̀ títí wọn tàmẹ̀dó tí yín ni mo lọ́rọ̀ bá sọ. Láti sọ pé ṣe fẹ́ máa kọ́ sí òsì wa ni.
Slip of tongue ni promisely ni slip of tongue.
Because normal question ni pàìtà ni Lágbájá béèrè.
That's true. Any point. Otoni. Any point. Justice for music pipes.
Justice.
Wọ́n bá béèrè question báyẹn, wọ́n lè má rí answer tí kí gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ. Bọ̀ ẹ̀yin ibi tẹ́ ti wá dárúkọ host wa yẹn ni ò ti yé mi. Who is pivot? Ta ló jẹ́?
Ṣé ẹ̀yin mọ̀ bóyá Iris ni host mi? Ṣé mọ̀ bóyá Suzy for Justice ni host mi? Ṣé ẹ̀yin mọ̀?
Àbí Crunchy Queen.
Orí ọ̀gá mi pé jù.
Normal no dey àjẹpọ̀ anybody.
Anybody can be my host now. Ṣé ìrìkọlẹ̀ host Justice ni?
Àbí confirm virgin. Ọ̀ṣàrà ni mi wá ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ṣe aṣọ lójú eégún mi ni so mi ò ṣàjẹpọ̀ anybody.
Justice for that place.
Ẹjọ́ fẹ́ sáré sọ̀rọ̀.
Ọmọ yàrá ṣé mo máa jù yín nù báyìí? Wọ́n bá mi ṣe ọmọ yàrá lára ẹ̀. Èwo ni justice for that place? Which place?
Mo ní justice for that place.
Ẹ wo Mr. Tosin ẹ ṣe gan-an you really made a good submission. Sherry, concerning this particular case, Sherry Sátẹ́mi and other hosts tí wọ́n support Wummi, if they decide not to host anymore, to be honest, it won't make any difference to this case. Because our opinion really doesn't count. All what we are here for is just to put the right narrative out there and to provide emotional support for Wummi and Liam, to be honest. Because this case is a simple case, it's not a complicated one. All the evidences are there and it's very plain. So even Tabanipoke, we are not even defending Wummi anymore. Like all say, they are not defending Wummi anymore. It will still make Wummi go down for what she didn't do. Let's just be clear there. So Teban Sukun other side, Teban sọ pé wọ́n ti lọ bribe, wọ́n ti ṣe gbá, wọ́n ti ṣàwó. To be honest, what is working for Wummi is our truth. So it's not any platform, it's not Abefe, it's not Osha, it's not anybody. It's just our truth. So Teban rò pé bóyá àwọn èèyàn kan check èèyàn kan bí báyìí kan, wọ́n bribe èèyàn kan bí báyìí kan. You guys are just lying to yourself. And this particular case, it made me realize that as an individual, we should be careful the people we associate with. Taba wọn tó ń tẹ̀lé Josie gangan, they are real speakers, they are main speakers, they are illiterate. Ṣé láti la fẹ́ sọ ni? Ṣé Bukky Jesse la fẹ́ sọ ni? Ṣé Tẹ́ni ọmọ olófin la fẹ́ sọ ni? Ṣé Comfy la fẹ́ sọ ni? And it's so unfortunate that these are the people representing people like Crunchy Queen. And that's why we need to be careful. No matter how educated you are, no matter how exposed you are, if you allow some bunch of retards to lead you, to give you narrative, if you are not careful, all those qualifications that you've gathered with your sweat, it will just become useless. As far as I'm concerned. Because Teba sometimes when Crunchy Queen is talking, Emma will say, this person can't be a PhD holder. She can't. But it's so unfortunate that she has allowed some bunch of retards, some bunch of illiterate that don't even know what the law says, the position of the law. that cannot even argue intelligently to be the ones to show her what the narrative is, to peddle narrative for her. So that is why we should be careful. The people you move with, the people you listen to, they play a pivotal role in your life. I'm telling you, it plays a pivotal role in your life. Come now, come off it now. Oh, they kawe only or tobacco and you will sit down there. You know, I even doubt tobacco party lie to you, bamboozle you with so many lies, and you just sit your ass down there. And sometimes too, if you are filled with so much hatred, if you are not careful, you will keep making some silly mistakes. And when you reflect back, you will be like, what was I thinking? You weren't thinking right because you were full of hatred. And that's the problem with this Josie team. They will not give up. They will not give up. They will keep digging grave for themselves, digging pit for themselves, and they keep falling into it because they've allowed the hatred they have for a widow and a child to cloud their sense of judgment. And that is why I don't feel sorry for them. Yome, congratulations. I wish you all the best. I want your going to share business, you're going to make 5 million or 8 million within 2 weeks. So I say a big congrats to you. And I wish you more grace to your elbow because you deserve it. Kò easy kí on máa sọ Ìgbò, kí on máa fẹ́ fún, kí on máa wọṣọ, kí on máa fi sellotape sẹ́nu, kí on máa lọ sí Quest, kí on máa wọ boot, kí on máa ṣe kí kò easy iṣẹ́ owó ẹ̀ ló ṣe now. After all, tó bá fẹ́ pe celebrity, Igbo tẹ̀ celebrity, bó tẹ̀ yẹ pé zealous actor yẹn, àti tó bá fẹ́ pè yàn kó abáyàn polo, at least they will pay you something. So to me, ó dàbí pé ó pè ọ́ sanwó endorsement fún ẹni. So it's your swipe for me, Yome, enjoy while it lasts. Because this justice for Mohbad on Josie team, your con law and your con born, we see so many people like you. They've come and they've gone. You want to know how long Yome Matuwa. So for the time being, enjoy it. And we tomorrow because you're going to pay Mr. Yome àti gba 31 board. Ẹ̀rù ti ń bà àwọn people yẹn. Wọ́n ti ń gbọ̀n. Mo kò rẹ́rìn pé wèrè ni ẹni. Ṣé wèrè ló bí ẹni? Kí ló kà wọ́n bí báyìí pẹ̀lú Yome? All that freaking business. Even the Nigerian police gone to they should be worried about him. They don't give an F about Yome. Gbogbo ìtọ́dúnmọ́sùn sọ lórí Punch. Nigerian police mú aṣọ́pọ̀ mara newspaper yẹn gan. Ó máa fi máa jẹ síyà ní, ó máa rẹ́rìn ní ọ́fíìsì ni pé tó bá yà wọ́n wèrè yìí wọ́n wá nǹkan ṣe pẹ̀lú life wọn. You guys, you've become a nuisance. Nobody is even listening to you guys anymore. The Nigerian police are not even giving you, they're not even listening to you people.
How did you not know that
nobody is listening to you people?
Nobody is listening.
From one you
said nobody is listening to us. How did you not find out that Yome ate 5 million?
So tell me,
if you are not listening to us,
you guys are crying. We take you serious. Nobody. Taking serious. And the reason why I believe that this thing will keep going on and on is because most of those people on the other side, they are depressed. And this justice for Mohbad is the only source of entertainment for them. It's the only thing that keeps them going. It's not because they really care about justice, to be honest. Because if they really do, what is your business with Prime Boy? Whether Prime Boy is guilty, whether he's not guilty, why don't you let the law take its course? Why are you so concerned? Why are you so invested in Prime Boy? Oh, affect is sorry Prime Boy. Affect is sorry nurse. She nurse is suffering from bad labeleni. This nurse have gone to face the NMC and she has said her story. She has given her own witness statement as to what happened. But he's saying no. Bí a nurse ni ò ríran dáadáa o, bí a nurse yẹn bí a kò lọ́pọlọ o, bóyá kò slow ni o, mentally ni o. I don't understand. Nọ́ọ̀sì alára ní kò rò òun, ẹ̀yin ní pé báwo ló ṣe jẹ́. I don't understand. Ẹ̀yin tí ò ṣojú yín, ẹ̀yin jẹ́ pé 50 miles from the house of Mohbad. You are telling people it is. I don't get it. Kò yé mi. The nurse kò deny nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ní ìgbà tó ń rí Mohbad, ààyè lòun bá Mohbad. Kódà Mohbad tún crack a joke when she came in. Mohbad was in his right senses. Mohbad was in good health. He was in good form. He was just in pain due to his hand. That's all. He was not bleeding profusely. There was no stab wound whatsoever.
Why did his doctor
and your lawyer has gone extra. Your first lawyer has gone extra mile to say it on Q radio that consistent wound and what he lost síbẹ̀. And Gracie also he said the same thing. Bóyá wèrè ara wáyé wá pòfo, èyí tẹ́ pé wà jobless, èyí tẹ́ pé life yín wà so boring.
Why are you crying?
The only Mohbad case is the only anchor you are holding on to give meaning to your life. Ẹ sọ pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Gracie ní pé kò sí stab wound. Gracie, you dragged him through the mud. You dragged him to filth on this social media. You dragged that lawyer to filth on this social media. Because in your head, you have a particular narrative that you believe everybody should say the same narrative.
Madam, stop crying.
So you might take it seriously. Like, I don't understand. Swedy has come out to say he didn't say anything like that, and he said it in the presence of Prime Boy, and Prime Boy he couldn't even deny it. Only Koribe, but fuck you, fuck your child, kinikon. Prime Boy could not deny it when Spendy challenged him on Bukky Jesse's post on a live show. But there's a place Spendy in Paro, Adura and Paro, Darosha and Paro, Wummi and Paro. The only person to Paro to you guys is Prime Boy. You don't even need to tell me who Prime Boy is. The way Boshe go, you will know the kind of person he is.
The word Wummi
for the past few weeks now, the way he has been conducting himself on social media, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you the kind of person Prime Boy is. He's a violent person. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you.
What about Wummi?
You don't need it. If you have sense in your head, you will know. Men looking at him, if there's somebody that can analyze somebody critically, you will know that Prime Boy is a violent person. But because agenda was agenda normally, and that's why you guys you are still convincing yourself to say, oh no, that's not the narrative. So Ejo and Yara Josie, I don't know, maybe you share the memo, maybe I've not gotten it. Is it no longer justice for Mohbad? Is it not justice for Prime Boy? So by justice for Prime Boy, let's say you guys should send out the memo. Let us get it and send it to any platform. Is it not justice for Mohbad? Is it not justice for Prime Boy? Because your analysis for the past week now, ever since the last inquest, it has. You know, have I missed the memo somewhere? Somewhere? Is it not justice for Prime Boy? Because why are you guys, why are you the one defending Prime Boy? Prime Boy is not a toddler. He can speak for himself. If they allege that he did something, he has a right to a counsel. He has a right to a legal representative. Why don't you allow this guy, let him defend himself? They've alleged that he has done something. Not one person, not two persons, almost 4 witnesses. Prime witnesses have said the same thing. Why don't you allow him to defend himself in the court of law? Why are you the one going up and down, running helter-skelter? Because at the end of it all, your whatever defense you are saying on TikTok doesn't count. I'll show you now. TikTok lema wà láti àárọ̀ ọ̀sán òru. Ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe last inquest, wọ́n ṣe pé Papa Shit kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n ṣe pé Arífá kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n ṣe pé Arífá kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n ṣe pé Westo pé kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. It shows that all what you are saying online, it doesn't kokoja TikTok, to be honest. Kokoja TikTok. Because you were not there, you were not prime witness, neither are you a secondary witness.
Madam, you relax now. It's not past TikTok.
And now back to Perkins. Shori Perkins, but most of only other cities. Some people were like, you are in cultist. If you are in cultist, stop back by one of my payo gang. To buy the payo, Jobalo Mapai, and go to my Perkins. Because for you to have that audacity to be saying all what you are saying, definitely only got to Bojule. Because that Bojule only match a jamba fun at the end of it all. Because you should be in your 20s. You still have a long way to go. But if you continue the way you've continued, you're on the path of destruction.
Your husband not there.
And you will get yourself in deep shit to back continue by. Because it's not everybody that is as cool as Darosha and the rest. If there are some people that will treat your fuck up Perkins. Okay. And I know when in Koto Shea concerning this justice for Mubad, you will repeat. It will come back to you.
Just like you are repeating.
And prime boy, tomorrow that Perkins never be a witness. You've got it all wrong. Perkins only Maya allowed because the evidences are there. The things he said when this case was still fresh, all the videos are out there. So if you are going to use Perkins, you should know that Perkins is going there for perjury because he will be lying on that oath, and it's going to put you in deep shit. Because there will be a lockdown.
Not just deep shit, benevolence. If he climbs on the oath, is 14 years in prison. So Perkins, wherever you are, listen very well. 14 years.
Yeah, I know, mommy. So because I don't know.
Sorry, you and I know he's lying. He knows he's lying. Their followers know that he's lying. But since they insist that they want to be hoodlums and criminals that they are and miscreants, let them stay with him. And let Perkins listen very well. Shori Roto Padekin so Yoruba, maybe that will help you. Shori Bogbo Roto Fek Paye. Luma Parisi Iwo àti prime boy máa jọ lọ sẹ́wọ̀n ni because tó bá lọ sí court tó ń sọ nǹkan tó mọ̀ pé irọ́ ló ń pa you will be lying under oath and iye ọdún ẹ̀wọ̀n for that is 14 years. How will I call that in Yoruba? I don't know. But 14 years, I'm sure you know what that is. So now, tó bá dé court, continue to lie. I'll be very, very happy. At least I need second person to tell you prime boy because
you and I know that Perkins will not testify for $1 million. I'm telling you.
Testify
anywhere. Perkins will not.
Videos were Tomba play video in court one way. See, that was what I said earlier. Toba testify Esheni. Toba testify Esheni. Either way, Perkins is going down with prime boy. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
Either way. You see, this I'm trying to explain that earlier. Either way, Olo Esheni, both ways, Malo.
Yeah, and there is this always narrative about the time of death. Josie's unfortunate online children.
Nobody, you don't catch cruise. Please don't come here and say he was catching cruise on TikTok. If you don't have evidence to what you're saying on TikTok, don't say it. Don't say it. He will show up in court. Because in court, we're talking about somebody's life here. And this is where you people get it wrong. TikTok, every damn thing you say online is taken as a serious thing. So if you know it is not true, don't say it. If you know you're lying, don't come on TikTok and lie. If I'm proved wrong, then I'll be happy. Very wrong, because one song got on the evidence. So you don't come online and say you're catching cruise. You're catching cruise. We're talking. It's not a joke. It is not a joke. Evidence, we don't say it online.
Yeah, Nigeria government will not collect it from them.
And mommy, let me play random. There is this normal narrative they usually peddle around about the time of death. Nobody can ascertain a time of death apart from a medical personnel. And in a court of law, in a cases like this, what will determine the time of death is the result. That is the autopsy result that will determine the time of death. And if my memory serves me right, the time of death was still Tuesday. So whether you say it's Saturday, whether you say it's Sunday, whether you say it's Monday, it doesn't matter. It is a satisfied autopsy result that will be admissible in the court of law. So why are you killing your skill? Because bad is mama waste the time, your mama waste the data, your mama waste the time to prove something that will not be admissible in the court of law. Even the shenanigans that me is doing for the past 1 week or 2 weeks now is not even admissible in the court of law. Because to vital information concerning a pending case or a case that is an ongoing case rather, you need a court warrant so that it can be admissible in the court of law. And you need the go-ahead of the police in charge of that case. So I don't know. It's just as if you guys are just busy doing nothing. Busy doing nothing. An unprofitable your time that you can actually put it into your business, into your life, maybe to put into the growth, put into your business, your family, your career. Because it's not admissible in court. And that is why when Alinko called him, he was like, why are you doing this? Because as far as it's concerned, he's just chasing clouds as far as Alinko is concerned. And some of his colleagues, they know that's the kind of person he is. When he believes that a case is trending, that is when he jump on it. But because these online children of Jose Aloba, because they cannot think clearly, that is why somebody like Kemi Oluloyo can come on your life, can come to their page and try to start to lecture them. Kemi that have said so many things. Kini kon baby DNA, kini kon baby Toma she DNA konu to lo. Mi mo ba ti Wummi travel lọ sí Dubai tó lọ ṣe. Ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ mo ti gbọ́ pé Ìyábọ̀ ṣe Indomie. Ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ mo ti gbọ́ pé wọ́n gun lọ́rùn ni. And you guys, you will sit your ass down there and Kemi will be going on and on and on and on for 1-2 hours and you will be listening to Kemi Oluloyo. It shows you guys are desperate. And Mama Peru Perkins evidence now. We are going to face the government. They said there was a fight. The sister said there was a fight. Perkins, are you for real? Are you for real? Was Karimo in Nigeria on that day? Karimo has been invited.
Right,
Ma, Mungboyin Sakemi.
Perkins ló kàn nínú tẹ́lẹ̀ máa ma fún yàn relevancy ṣébi wà ní. Mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ Perkins ló ń bí mi nínú ni. Tẹ́lẹ̀ máa fún yàn relevancy àbẹ́fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pa èèyàn ṣé bí Perkins ni.
Àṣàtẹ́ni òun ni pùrẹ́sì mú kiri sí o. Láǹpẹ́ ìtìjà sí o. Òun ni ọmọ jòsí òun ló ń gbọ́kànlé sí o.
It is important. You know why it is important? It is always good for us to let them know, like we said, like Mr. Tosin said earlier. We let's not pretend as if we don't know that they're trying to use him as a witness. And if they're using him as a credible witness, we're letting them know that he's not credible. He's not credible. And we've seen the videos. So it's not that we're stupid here. We know what we're doing. And each time we come out to say something, we're coming out to debunk what they've said and making them and showing them how stupid they look when they come out with their so-called witness or evidence. So it's good for her to let Perkins know that, surely, you need to be ready, except if you run out of Nigeria. Honestly, Perkins will come to court. We'll see what she play videos and Perkins be ready. It's not any big deal.
So now, me, do you where I gave up on these people is influence and shit. You've done your background check. The job that he has done and the cases that he has handled. For you to be a son in Nigeria, I keep saying it is no joke. It takes blood and sweat to be a son in Nigeria. Because the legal system in Nigeria is very competitive and it's even toxic as well. So you must be outstanding to be a son. And a son that has represented you is telling you that based on the testimony of Darisha, they've gotten some clarity. That is, there was a scuffle, which is a fight between Prime Boy and Mohbad. And as the result of that scuffle, Mohbad got an injury. And when they got home, because of that same injury that Mohbad got as a result of the scuffle, they had to call a nurse to come in. And it was the intervention of that nurse that led to that reaction, that led to the death of Mohbad. And you guys are saying pé kò ìgbà tí nọ́ọ̀sì gan ti sọ pé bọ́rọ̀ ṣe rí nìyẹn ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì máa rí ẹ̀wọ̀n wájú ẹ̀ á dẹ̀ máa parọ́ mọ́ ara ẹ̀ ni is that possible? Ṣé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ nọ́ọ̀sì dẹ̀ máa parọ́ mọ́ ara ẹ̀ tó mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí ó lè rán òun lọ sẹ́wọ̀n.
They said the lawyer they take millions to get is also lying, their own lawyer.
Ẹ wo sísá tèmi ẹ wo I don't know. Èmi gbà mí and again èèyàn mo fẹ́ já yín sí o first day tí máa lọ sí lórí ẹbí page lèmi yìí o tẹ bá fẹ́ rẹ́rìn tẹ bá ń wá pure unadulterated comedy ẹ lọ sí olórí ẹbí platform ẹ kò lè wá ń bẹ̀ bí i 20 minutes 10 minutes ẹ lọ síbẹ̀ if you want to laugh 10 minutes ẹ má pẹ́ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ o 10-15 minutes ẹ kò lọ rẹ́rìn ni tẹ bá fẹ́ wo comedy extra hour tẹ bá fẹ́ wò pé àwọn èèyàn tẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ pé ọgbà wèrè ibi táwọn èèyàn ń gbé sí olórí ẹbí platform òun ni mo sọ fún yín ìpolówó tẹ̀ sanwó fún tẹ bá fẹ́ rẹ́rìn pé ẹ fẹ́ rẹ́rìn iṣẹ́ yọ̀dọ̀ Susan àti olórí ẹbí platform ẹ kọ́ lọ jókòó ẹ má wọlé o ẹ dó sí FIP kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ má pẹ́ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ 5-10 minutes maximum ẹ kọ́ lọ rẹ́rìn tẹ bá fẹ́ rẹ́rìn lèmi ń dá yín sí o because ẹ wọ́n máa wó bí ọlọ́run o. Susan, nípa mí. Susan, nípa mí sẹ́, you will not see the end of me. Because the way bí Susan ṣe máa ń ronú, the way bí Láti Ògúnfẹ́ ṣe máa ń ronú, Ọlọ́run o. And that's why I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Those people on Josie's team. It's not easy listening to the likes of Láti Ògúnfẹ́, to the likes of Bukky Jesse, to the likes of Susan Justice, and you will be well in the head. Possible. You can't be listening to them every day, and your sense of reasoning will be intact. Possible. If your sense of reasoning is intact, you try.
And you have the issue with the mental health. Or I want TikTok as Brian.
So we pay a mark per June 5-10 minutes, 10 minutes maximum. Ẹ má pẹ́ jù ń bẹ̀.
10 minutes.
Ẹ kọ́ lọ rẹ́rìn kẹ̀dẹ̀ mú ma ẹ. Ẹ má tẹ́ bá ti kọjá 10 minutes kan tó jí ń bá rí ẹ má rí pé benevolence ló tì í sí o. Mo ń ṣe disclaimer sí o. Ẹ má pẹ́ jù ń bẹ̀. 5-10 minutes kẹ̀dẹ̀ má kúrò ń bẹ̀. Ó tó lè ta tó ìgbà yẹn lọ máa ní pé benevolence ni o. Òun ló ṣe àwọn sí depression, òun ló ṣe àwọn sí mental health. Ẹ má pè mí o. Tẹ́ bá ti lọ síbẹ̀. 5 maximum 10 minutes kẹ̀dẹ̀ kúrò ń bẹ̀ because ibẹ̀ yẹn nìkan mo lọ́dọ̀ láti bá mo pé láti kí ló ṣe ọpọlọ ẹ ṣé gbà tó bí ẹ kò sí kankan nu medulla oblongata ẹ ní kò sẹ́ni tí ń bẹ̀ ní. So these are the kind of people that are supporting Josie. So what do you expect? Kí lẹ expect from the likes of those people? Nothing tangible can come out of them. Alone. And that's why Bami Mokoma Reni, Eworu Jack here. Jack Mama says submission, only just submission for one hour. And she won't be able to bring anything sensible by Jack must sort of for the 1 hour. You know they are do, so make sense. You know they are doing. You know I'm beneath people sort of lock. He is not making any sense. I cannot even pinpoint the point he's trying to make.
Those are
the type of people who go into exam hall and write 10 pages and not know that they've written rubbish. And they'll come out and say, oh, the lecturer hates me because they never understand anything. And they never
have you listened to this particular guy I'm talking about? I
don't listen to them. I don't go there. I only come here. And I'll go to Osha or what's I don't want my mind to be messed up with. Because, the point here is when you keep going, like you just said, when you keep going there, because you are angry, you don't even know how to face. I wish, when I'm angry, I wish I'll see them face to face, but I can't. And I wish that I can talk. They don't let you talk. So why should I go there? You're talking about Susie. Who listens to Susie? Who listens to Susie?
Oh my God, Susie baby.
My English. Or cranky queen. I call my shit fata not making sense.
Oh no. To be honest,
For the first word, Tomalano I saw, to the last word, Tomalano I saw, constructive English, bad, word pronunciation, bad, explanation of herself, bad. You don't even get what she means. If she says yellow, you think she's talking about blue. If she describes red, you think she's saying orange. You never pick what she's trying to say. And
I don't know.
and then to top it all, she's mean. She wants Wummi to be grabbed and shred to pieces. She doesn't want a case to go into court. She just feels that no, you have to do it by jungle justice. And they'll come and tell you, oh, I live in America. I live in America. Can you come online and call somebody's name with no evidence, defend somebody's character, and you are not sued?
That.
This is what I say every day. They come online, oh, I live in America. In America. That was
Mommy, you forgot that you dragged Mama Mohbad. Look at you speaking.
Prime Boy mentioned it.
You
in
dragged
America.
Mama Mohbad.
In America. Oh,
You
listen to
drag Mama Mohbad and Papa Mohbad.
in America.
So you too.
And the Joseph
Look at what
Aloba
you're
himself, I don't listen to. Because in
fuck
America,
you.
Joseph Aloba will not be walking free for tampering with evidence because he has shown us that he has something to hide. So what are we saying?
And to be honest, me, I wish they can get a CCTV camera. To be honest, I wish in my heart that they can. Even if maybe the camera on the street, I wish they can get something. To be honest, I want to see what they want to see. As in, I'm curious. I don't know. I like
benevolence. Do you know my prayer? Benevolence. Do you know my prayer? My prayer is this: that the estate would attend to them.
Yeah.
Now they are going to let them know that there is no central server, but there is a CCTV at the entrance. Now they will not give them access to it, as they will now publicize that thing live. Like they'll push it to the police. Then the police now bring it live. Like when Mohbad's Prado was entering, the glass was smashed. Now I'll now see what they want to do about Prime Boy.
To be honest, I'll be so happy. See, Yome, I'm praying for you. In fact, motive fast last 2 months ago, bye. I'm very
Benevolence. What I suspect the estate is going to do is that they're going to sue him. That's what I think they're going to do.
That's what I expect them to do. Because he has exposed their security. He has exposed their security.
Exactly.
So I don't know, because me, I will not lie to you. These people, there's no ending to this their drama.
Let them continue.
Yeah.
Let them continue. The last inquest, I think for me, was the most exciting. I'm done with the inquest.
I'm done too. I'm done.
Because a whole son came out for months and repeated exactly backing what the police too came up with. What are you telling us? That they said they were arguing? What is argument? That's a normal thing between husband. If you have a relationship, you don't argue, then we should check both of you. There's something wrong. Either you are both mentally ill or you are both demented. But the point we're talking about here is he stated it. There was a fight. There was a fight. And somebody was injured. And a nurse was called in to treat that injury. And there was an argument. That argument is nothing. But the fight, he went further to say the fight, whether big or small, any kind of fight can cost somebody his life.
Absolutely.
Bottom line. And for me, that ended the inquest. That was a sad statement.
Please, I want to ask a general question. Is it possible for Wummi to buy her husband and Damola, Adura, and the rest? They will be there and they will try and cover up. Is it
foolishness? They don't reason like that. They are after somebody. You know what they're doing? They're after Wummi. And they will say anything to make. In fact, in their minds, they have cornered Wummi. They've caught her in their minds.
But that is not our business.
In their minds, àwọn ti mú Wùmí. But outside, àwa mọ̀ pé wọn ṣé mo pé mental health ni ẹ jókòó síyàn tìyàn wà ní good morning, I had ever. You know, mental health. You tell him good morning, he will tell you, oh, I had milk. You get it?
So, Kamla, you said there was a fight. Which fight? Is it between Prime Boy and Mohbad, or which fight? Be specific. I don't shine block, because we don't entertain Richard here.
People don't answer.
We don't entertain Richard here.
Hello. Let me just quickly contribute.
Okay.
Do you know what you answer a question? You asked the question and asked if these people really think Wummi is the one that killed her husband.
It's the culprit.
Do you know these people are convinced in their mind that Wummi did not kill her husband? They are so convinced. But you see, most of them, the way they were raised, they are so damaged. Yeah, they are so traumatized to the extent that when they see A, they call it B. It takes me just ordinary 5 minutes to educate. I think some of them, Temi's followers are on that platform to educate a man who called himself a chief and based abroad, a chief in Delta State. By the time he started the story and he said, oh, Wummi killed her husband, apparently there is a case that happened this weekend. He just bring in a friction, and he said there's a case that happened on weekend whereby he was the one that saved that man. The wife actually poured hot water on it, on the man, and then and also pound the with a stone or something like that, and I'm so sure that's how he ended it, and I'm so sure that was how Wummi killed her husband. Most of us from TV platform were like, we went for that man straight away, and I said to the man, and I said, listen, I can understand some of you when you make the explanation where it's coming from. It's because of your past trauma, and you apply it to everything that goes on around you. By the time I finished that man, the man actually came back up and said and apologized. That actually Wummi did not kill her husband. And I said, but why are you doing this to people? Do you want to talk about Buki?
The man apologized to you.
Buki, the antecedent is so bad. Buki also is a mental health patient, if you don't know.
Tell me that it was mentioned from a platform. You heard that story from all of us.
They are mentally unstable. When they see white in their head, it is in their own head, it is black. So you can't blame them. And when you are discussing with them, they don't see it, they see black. And when you are so wicked and damaged, just like Aries, very bitter woman, and most of them are so unhappy in their life. So when you meet people like that, what do you expect from them? And you give such a person a name, and you just create a narrative in your delusional head, and you just believe it. Does that not speak volume? And this whatever is happening now gives everybody opportunity to know who is who on social media. Not all backing dogs. Not all quiet people are not, or how do you say it, are not backing dogs. Most people are not all right in the head. They see this case as their own antidepressant. And that is the only thing that gives them joy. By coming out and to just nail somebody. You hear somebody, some people will just talk something. They won't even be able to say, and they will be saying something with conviction. Poison noodles for Queen. And you look at them and say, are you people all right? But unfortunately, most of them, our people, they are traumatized people, raging all around. And they are so bitter in their life because they fail to deal with the trauma in their life. So they will always come across. It will turn to negative to them. So that's why I'm not bothered. Do they think Wummi killed her husband? Of course they knew. They knew Wummi did not kill her husband. But just because they are wicked and bitter, they will forever believe that. Thank you.
Let me add to that quickly. I understand that a lot of them seem to come from a background of trauma. Agreed. Now, most of these people, even if they come from a background of trauma, does that give you the right not to even see the evidence before you start accusing somebody? Does that make it right for you to come online and defame the character of a king? Does that make it right for you to come online and, state categorically, these are not women who are living in Nigeria, the ones abroad, to say that somebody spied someone or stabbed someone, and we saw the body that was being moved and there was no sign of stab. And I even went ahead to explain to someone that, did you see anything? They said, no, it's on one side. Before we could say Jack Robinson, I saw that, what is this man's handle, posted the video of where Soma, their so-called scientist, said he was stabbed. Meanwhile, she was showing the picture of a different person. You see how, and that is somebody, that's somebody they all look up to. Soma, every evidence that she has brought out is wrong. Every evidence she can. And if you ask her today, can you prove all this? She will say, oh, evidence, if she can prove it. The next thing, she will delete that chat with you. So you see the kind of criminals we're dealing with. These are people who are naturally bitter, who are naturally evil. I saw something on social media recently, that was last year. You know this thing in Nigeria that they say, oh, your private part was stolen. One guy claimed a woman who passed by his side stole his private part. It became beaten, almost died. The police arrested everybody. For them to now find out later that the guy was just talking. The police now asked him, what on earth made you accuse this woman? He started begging. You see what we're saying here? Just like Arifa and Co went begging at the police station. Just like, what's his name? To went begging. But the day he was talking, he came out beating his chest that he had evidence. See, it's not just about their ACEs, that is their adverse childhood experiences. It's more like people who are sadists, people who just hate to see anybody happy, people who are sociopaths, and that's a mental health issue. And now this tells us that we have more people with mental health roaming this TikTok than we know. Thank you.
Oh, mommy, what do you think about a prime boy going to Dràggəd?
Right from the one, I said Dràggəd will not entertain such a person. Why? Because Dràggəd respects the Nigerian police force. Even the people that are coming to meet him don't respect the Nigerian police force. That is one. This is a suspect. This is somebody the Nigerian police held a conference and mentioned him as suspect. Tell me why Dràggəd should entertain that kind of a person. Are you going to entertain that kind of a person to spoil your show? Somebody that the government has already declared a suspect. And to the point where he was declared wanted before he showed up. Why should Dràggəd give him an audience? Giving him an audience will mean that Dràggəd does not agree with the Nigerian police force.
Exactly. And is this Nigerian police force that you have to go back to?
Oh, thank you. And so the problem with them is that this is why I keep saying we have people who have a bit of mental health issue. They don't know what they're doing.
I just think that they are bored with their life. I'm still going to say it. They are just bored, and I don't know, coming on, yap their mouth, say whatever they want to say. It's just like a way of them, I don't know, it's just like a way of them while away time and just like
looking for relevance where there's
exactly.
So and you keep coming up with things that you know that any sane person will not want to eat with a long fork with crime boy. Any sane person from his actions online would be restless. Why would you continue be restless? Guy that you talk to, he's rude, cocky, uncultured, doesn't talk nicely to people. Even people who are trying to help him. He insults all of them.
And if you realize, if you look at Prime Boy's body language during his last video, he was sweating, he was agitated. Those are signs of a guilty person, to be honest.
He likes letting do.
He was sweating and he was pacing around. He wasn't himself that day, to be honest. He wasn't himself. And if an investigator sees him with that kind of, I'm sorry, Prime Boy, they will just, you've nailed yourself, to be honest. With the way you've conducted yourself during that last show that you did. No, that's a bad sign, to be honest.
My this is, if he knows he was wrongly accused, go back to the police. Tell them this is not what happened. Go back and tell them, no, I didn't find him. But during the interrogations, I'm sure, being that everybody will distance themselves from him. And if you know what is good for you, Prime Boy, you won't be coming out this time. I'm not here to advise you. Please come out. Come out every day and curse. That's not our business.
I'm not here to advise you.
Sanshitu, Darosha nailed the coffin problem and Sanshitu buried it. And that was the end of the inquest for me. Let's wait if we go to court.
There's no discrepancy between Darosha's statement and DJ Bami's statement. It was the same. Even Adura, I'm telling you.
I said, since we had the police conference and that first inquest, I've been satisfied with the whole thing. For me, I even wanted that from that police conference, the next one we're preparing for court case. But they decided they want more. And for Karima, who lives in America and who said she knows what happened in that house and living in America, she will come and give her own testimony. And if she lies,
forget about that.
then she's in trouble. She can be reported. Karima, if you're listening, you can be reported because it will be perjury on you. It will be perjury on you, and you know what that means in America. You can't say what you don't know anything about and expect to be left alone. No, you shouldn't do that. If you know you don't know anything about a case, why don't you shut your mouth? Because you know that in this situation, you want to destroy someone else's life. And if you think you want to destroy someone else's life, you're destroying yours. Because nobody should leave you alone for what you've done. You can't just come up and tell us you know what happened, and even calling your innocent child to come and ask the child to confirm what you, an adult, was saying. Who does that?
I don't know. I like the day she did that, I was dumbfounded. I was like, Karima, how low can you go?
So Karima should be ready. Karima should be ready. Whatever comes at her for lying.
But she's no longer doing justice. She's not a chef. She's not an online chef.
I pity those who will follow that kind of cooking teaching. Stop. She started it. She came up to say, and we've been waiting for that thing.
Lati ṣe gbọ̀ngbẹ́ yẹn because it was Lati that was doing.
Yes, ma'am.
King's fashion. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Gbogbo kan ni mo gbà ẹ má bú ọ̀gá mi o. Ṣe rí kitchen wa. Ẹ má bú ọ̀gá mi. Ẹ má bú ọ̀gá mi ẹgbẹ́ ṣì. Ṣe rí bí kitchen wa ṣe fine. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Mo ń ṣe practical lọ́wọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mo ń ṣe justice of kitchen lọ́wọ́.
Abẹ́ ìṣe kúkátọ̀ ni.
No, justice là ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ of kitchen wa. À ń ṣe justice fún fried rice. À ń ṣe justice.
But to be honest, Ayatoko, mo lè ti rí background yìí gan. Mo lè ti rí background.
Kitchen carry money now.
Mama, how are you able to crop it? That's my own. Like how?
Ṣé kí tún gbé mi jáde?
Like how?
Màá gbé mi jáde.
àwọn oní justice of kitchen.
Pẹ̀lú ike epo 25 litres níyẹn náà. Ààrẹ náà ni.
President àárọ̀ yìí wọ́n kọ̀ traumatize mi mọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jí láàárọ̀. President dẹ̀ gbé ẹsẹ̀ sí kínní. Mo fẹ́ lè bí láàárọ̀ ìpè president kí lè lè nà.
Oh my God. Ẹsẹ̀ dàbí mo ní ẹsẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n dàbí ẹsẹ̀ grandma mi tó kú 1970 báyìí.
Ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ dájú délẹ̀.
Oh Jesus.
Àti president ẹjọ́ next time ẹ máa fi viewer discretion sí ẹjọ́ president ẹjọ́ tó lọ. Ẹjọ́.
Ṣé tẹ́ mo gbé rẹ̀sẹ̀ lọ jáde àbí?
Ìwà tí ṣọ́bí ìbẹ́ gbọ́dá ló lọ́sọ̀ viewer discretion now.
Ẹsẹ̀ president tó lọ ẹsẹ̀ ní the autopsy.
Ẹjọ́ kí ló dé tí láti yẹn tó ṣe polú owó ọ̀bálẹ̀ jù nínú gbogbo àwọn
ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má bínú sí láti ìgbà tó máa bí láti kò sí kankan náà ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀.
Òun náà ló kọ́kọ́ embrace Kárí mo tún gbọ́ tó sọ pé bọ́dá Yọ̀mí ẹni tó bá ti sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe justice for mobile justice for mobile òun lòun máa support. Mo wò pé ọpọlọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ti dọ̀bálẹ̀
ṣàkóso tó sọ ni àwọn pàdé
láti wọ́wọ́ kò sí nǹkan lórí ẹ̀.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ èèyàn kan náà máa sẹ́ndì owó sí Yọ̀mí láti wá ní pé kó sẹ́ndì ẹ̀ sóhun òun máa fẹ́ mi. Ẹ̀yin ò gbọ́ pàtí wọ́n play kìíní yẹn.
Àgbọ̀ yẹn.
Yọ̀mí.
Ó ní kí Yọ̀mí sẹ́ndì account number.
Yọ̀mí wá sọ pé ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó sọ pé wọ́n bí òun rè. Yọ̀mí wọn bí ẹrẹ náà. Tó bá bí ẹrẹ if you are a big person kọ́dẹ̀ tó sọ̀rọ̀ kan. A ní actor lòun then kí ni actor ẹ̀ dà tó jẹ́ wípé o sí ní location ẹ̀ ò ń tọrọ fún owó láti fi ra aṣọ. Are you that wretched? Kátẹ̀ ní pé nǹkan tó lọ ṣe mission tó ń ṣe yẹn kò ń ṣe fúnra rẹ̀. Must you ask for money láti ra aṣọ èló ló ń taṣọ lọ́jà tó lè wọnú shop? That means you don't have anything, you're just making mouth.
Bó ṣe jákùbé kó ń rà.
Tó wá di pé wá ń tọrọ owó aṣọ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn wípé wò ó láṣọ ó dẹ̀ tún ní audacity your confidence for me bó ṣe ń pariwo tó ṣe ń pariwo tó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé you did what is right. Ó sọ pé o máa ṣọ dání o dẹ̀ ní láti raṣọ so you are that wretched that you could not get yourself anything on your own from your own pocket àfi kò gba owó gbowó ọmọ 26 àfòkúraṣọ torí gbogbo èèyàn lọ fún lórúkọ so wọ́n náà fòkúra t-shirt Yọ̀mí ayé ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe sọ pé wọ́n bí ẹrẹ yẹn wọ́n bí ẹrẹ o ẹni tó kọ́ bí ẹrẹ rárá ọmọ tó bá bí ire ò kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ because o ò ní tìjú o ti tọ́jú tìjú ẹ̀ o sọ pé o ní mind anybody ò bá attack ẹ because you are bent on making money on this justice for Mohbad so anything tó bá throw at you you were not ready to shake nítorí pé o wá jalè ni you are just a thief because ó dàbí pé orí gbogbo àwọn tó ń accept ẹ̀ tó ń embrace orí ọpọlọ wọn ti dọ̀bálẹ̀ ó dà pé wọn fẹsẹ̀ rìn mọ́ orí ọpọlọ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́.
Ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà Yọ̀mí ní dollars kò dẹ̀ tí ṣe ẹ má bínú sí Yọ̀mí kò tí ṣe dollars yẹn ni.
Sometimes when I listen to these people àwọn aráalé kejì yìí mo kì í lè comprehend wípé kí ni nǹkan tó ń ṣe àwọn ẹni because ó dàbí ìgbà tó pọlọ èèyàn dọ̀bálẹ̀ mọ́ pé ṣé human being làwọn ilé because the way they reason ó baffle mi ò tí rí mo kì í understand torí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń sọ àwọn kan náà sáré jáde ọkùn Yọ̀mí ẹjọ́ o gbogbo evidence tẹ bá ní ẹ má sọ síta o mo ní evidence wo ni ó dìdìrín ní ẹgbàá mi kẹ mo ríro eléyìí mi o.
ọní bọ̀dá Yọ̀mí àní bèrè fakatability mọ́ lọ́wọ́ yín àní bèrè má bínú bọ̀dá Yọ̀mí. Orí ẹ pé dàrẹ you need this one.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń pè ní ojú mi bọ́ sọnù mórí mú rè. Àwọn ọmọ ṣe gbọ́tọ̀ yìí wọ́n pè yín ní dáwọ́kú nation ẹ̀dẹ̀ fẹ́ dáwọ́kú then I wonder àwọn tó tẹ̀ máa ń kówó ìjáde they just contribute money for nothing. Results gbogbo ìtẹ̀ ti contribute láti ilẹ̀ from the onset and you still continue to bring out your hard-earned money láti fi ṣòfò a lot of them then àwọn family wọn suffer tí wọn lè help tí wọn láwọn fẹ́ kú lórí justice for Mohbad notice pé You've been fighting for a cause.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ọ̀tọ́kọ mi sọ́ọ̀sì, ó ní àjẹ́ òótọ́ ni ó máa ń sọ, family wọn jìyà Nàìjíríà.
Because you've been fighting for a cause, and you never had any results, and you still continue to be stupid. Torí kò yé ya mi, ọ̀rọ̀ yóò yé mi, because ìgbà mi ti bá jókòó ti bá kàn ń gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bá ọba ẹjọ́ ṣé èèyàn làwọn eléyìí, àwọn wo làwọn eléyìí bí torí mo mọ̀rú parent táwọn eléyìí fẹ́ jẹ́, nítorí ìgbà tọpọlọ parent gan tó fẹ́ parent ọmọ tọpọlọ ẹ̀ bá ti dànù. Ẹjọ́ báwo ló ṣe irú society irú ọmọ wo ló fẹ́ dà sí society in the future torí kò yé mi àwọn ilé ìtọ́pọlọ wọn ti dọ̀bálẹ̀ yìí because ilé ìkó tó lọ sọ̀rọ̀.
I believe wọn lè raise ọmọ gidi kan.
Èmi ò mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n lè raise I don't know the children because tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ kékeré ló ń ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ wọ́n ní ìyá ọmọdé ìdá ẹjọ́ kí ni ká sọ ṣáwọn ọmọ bàbá ìdá ni àbáwọn ọmọ ìyá ìdá because I don't get I don't understand torí àwọn ilé ọpọlọ wọn ti dọ̀bálẹ̀ o àtàwọn ìmí àdé máa sọ òyìnbó báyìí ẹ kọ́ rí pé kò tiẹ̀ sọpọ̀ lọ́nù ẹ̀.
Àti Susan sọ lánàá ó ní Mr. Gureshi we will not allow them to put it on Prime Boy and the nurse because they are not the one that did it. Mo pe Susan don ṣe lẹ́yìn.
Who is putting it on Prime Boy and the nurse? Was that not the reality? Was there not a fight? Was there not a fight between Prime Boy and Mohbad? They not so wasileni because I don't understand this shit. And has any one of them met Wummi before? Kama sọ pé bóyá Wummi ti tẹ̀ wọ́n lọ́mọ pa o. For them to come back at her. I don't know to get back at her.
Ẹ̀wọ̀n nǹkan tí Susan sọ nìyẹn o. Ó sọ pé they want to put it on Prime Boy and the nurse. I don't know why they want to when the somebody else that came. Ẹ jẹ́ mo ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí wèrè yẹn bí ọ̀sán yìí.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú pé mo tún gbé wa padà sẹ́yìn. Ẹjọ́ who started this narrative pé wọ́n stab Mohbad ní ẹjọ́ níbo la ti bẹ̀rẹ̀?
Ó dàbí pé ọ̀dọ́ kìíní ni o. Ó dàbí pé ọ̀dọ́ àìníṣòro I don't know you guys should
I think it's Tẹ́ni ọmọlófò ni Tẹ́ni ló bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ó dẹ̀ bímọ títí ẹ̀ òun náà dẹ̀ bímọ títí ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ jèrè ayé ẹnu ẹ̀ ló wà yẹn Ọlọ́run wà because èèyàn kan ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ orí burúkú yìí torí pé
Tẹ́ni àti Aries àti Tẹ́ni àwọn ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ Aries àti Tẹ́ni.
But the goodness it was Aries.
Oh, to be honest, I thought it was Tẹ́ni o. Oh my bad, I didn't know. I thought it was Tẹ́ni ọmọlófò.
Oh. Because nobody will have started this and gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ ń gbà bí ẹni dá.
Tẹ́ni started it before Aries. Tẹ́ni kì í sọ̀rọ̀ kí Aries tó jáde sórí TikTok. Tẹ́ni ló kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Tẹ́ni started it first.
Yeah, because I think Tẹ́ni came before Aries. Tẹ́ni came before Aries now.
Nítorí ṣe ni gbogbo àwọn ẹni ìṣe ni wọ́n ń ṣe bí èṣù.
Ó ga o.
Kò yé mi o.
Ọdún gan kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ gan Aries gan kò ń sọ pa stab yẹn gan mọ́. She doesn't say it anymore. She doesn't talk about stab anymore. Nǹkan tó ń sọ sí ni pé wọn ò jà ní what's it called? Wọn ò jà ní ibi party yẹn. But Aries doesn't talk about stab anymore.
Gbogbo nǹkan táwọn tó gbénu ilé sọ they were lying. Gbogbo nǹkan tí outsider sọ ni the truth.
How
does that make any sense to them? Torí kò yé mi ọ̀rọ̀ náà ó kàn dàbẹ́ ní pé mi ò kàn ṣe bákan because mi ò understand àwọn people yìí.
Tẹ́ni tó sọ pé òun ní ṣe ìtẹ́jẹ̀ tí yọ ní ọrùn Mohbad.
Very fullest.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't you notice that they've stopped talking about she stabbed him? Even especially Bukky Jesse, the way she used to say it before.
But Tẹ́ni is saying it too. Tẹ́ni is saying it.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. I've never watched that.
No, she said she has the video.
What I don't say now is whatever happened. Can this person mute, please?
You two are weird.
Duxie, Cat, I don't know, and Wummi. I don't think she goes she's upstairs. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think she does. That whatever happened to him in the room, that she hit him on the head with. Do you know that stupid chess man was still saying it last night, like in the midnight? That definitely whatever happened in that room, that she hit him on the head. So I believe the reason why they stopped saying stab, it's just that these people, they are just weird. It was when Bossman analyzed that Mohbad's video in the ambulance, they all stopped. You know that video, it was clearly shown that there was no stab on his chest and all that. Then he changed it to look at the back of his head. Can you see a plaster? Can you see that is where it happened? So now my point is, we've analyzed that video like months ago. And as in, it's actually on some of our pages. So why is it now they are just seeing it? And last night, Chespa was saying that he's 100% sure that Wummi did that thing to Mohbad in the room. But what is baffling him is that why are the remaining 4 or 5 people in the house? Why are they still protecting Wummi? Why are they not saying the truth? So in my mind, I'm like, even you yourself, are you making sense to yourself? That how will she hit him in the head and like 6 people are covering her in the same house, even with his blood brother? There one fool that said, "Oh, very violence, it was natural." She just said no. That she believes.
Don't bother yourself about that.
Don't talk about natural. Natural. Escaped from the psychiatric home. She escaped from psychiatric home. I beg.
Don't bother yourself.
Move your body to the left and right. There is actually a barricade there. So I am not saying there are not people there, but what I'm saying is where the crowd is different from the backstage.
It is well, Barney. It is well.
Bristol ṣe wà ìyá mi. Tí mo bá wọ Walmart, tí mi bá rí nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ ní Walmart, máa wọ another store. Kò sí wàhálà. But tí ọmọ Nàìjíríà bá fi lè ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù kan, ní patronize ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Ṣáà ráwọn àìmọye àwọn tó ń ṣe èékánná, àìmọye àwọn tó ń ṣe make-up láti ilé tí wọ́n mọ̀ ń ṣe, tí wọ́n ń ṣe irun. Ẹjọ́ ṣọmọ Nàìjíríà wá ṣe wọ́n patronize wọn. Instead tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe kọ́nà yẹn wá lọ ṣe kọ́nà yẹn lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Chinese, because àwọn Chinese àwọn kókó yé àwọn là ń ṣe kọ́nà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.